Welcome to another Disciple Dojo Study Bible review. Today's review is going to be a lot shorter because we're not looking at a study Bible per se, but we are looking at one that I wanted to let you guys know about. That is the Reader's Reference Bible by Holman. This is the NKJV, New King James Version. I don't know if it's available in other translations. I doubt that it is, but I could be wrong. It is 1,714 pages, and there are 8 full-color maps in the back. This one comes with this dust jacket. There's the used price tag you can see. So that's how you know I don't get paid for any of this. I actually find these Bibles myself. But we're going to get rid of the dust jacket as usual because they're just distracting. Now, there are no study notes in this Bible at all. Zero. There are no supplemental essays. There is a 1-page introduction to this study Bible, and that's it. You're right into the Old Testament. No book introductions. Why am I reviewing this Bible? Why is this called the Reader's Reference Bible? Well, let me show you a picture. Take a look at this image. This is by Chris Harrison. What this is, basically, Harrison has laid out every chapter of the Bible side by side. If you could zoom in real close, you would see that each of these alternating gray bands is a book of the Bible, and each one of these lines is an individual chapter based on how long it is. So for instance, here's Psalm 119. It's the longest chapter in the Bible, so it stretches all the way down there. And every time one section of the Bible mentions, references, or in some way draws from another section of the Bible, Harrison's program drew a connecting line. And there are tens of thousands of these. If you zoomed in, if you go to his website, this is the old website. I'm not sure if this is still the web address, but just search Chris Harrison and you can find his cross-reference imagery. But if you zoomed in really close, you could see each individual reference and the line that connects it to whatever other part of the Bible it's referencing. So I use this image in teaching, in particular our course here at Disciple Dojo, Bible for the Rest of Us, which if you haven't taken that course, highly recommend it. It's completely free and there will be a link right here on your screen. I'll also put a link in the description below. But this is a fundamental aspect of the Bible, is learning to see the connections between the testaments. And that's what the Reader's Reference Bible seeks to do. The way they do it is by putting cross-references between the testaments on the actual page in blue ink. So you don't have to flip back and forth between the testaments. And that enables you to read at a pace that's more natural and more flowing with a quick glance whenever an important reference is made, either Old Testament or New Testament. I really, really like this idea. I'm not sure, I haven't worked through this whole Bible and seen which passages they pulled. And there are so many, literally every page in the New Testament in some way references the Old Testament. So I don't know which ones they've actually chosen. That's up to whoever edited and put this together. But just the idea that they did it, I think is extremely helpful. If you want to see the connections between Old Testament and New Testament, this is a great concept. Also, like, it's a single column Bible. So you do have marginal space. You do have space to take your own notes. If there's a reference that they missed, you can write it in the margins yourself. It preserves the poetry better. And this is just a very clean, easy to read, not very big, pretty portable Bible. So it's not a study Bible. You aren't getting any study helps, but you are getting the references, the cross references, and they're not just in a little column on the side of the page or in the middle of the page. I'll show you 2 examples that I think have done a great job. So let's take Romans 9 through 11, for example, because that's one of the densest sections in the entire New Testament, especially in terms of Old Testament references. Well, not only are the Old Testament quotes printed in blue on the page, but also the ones that are just straight up quotes. Each paragraph gives you the references for those particular verses. So you're not bogged down with a bunch of footnotes or a bunch of marks within the text. This is meant to facilitate reading, and little footnotes, little markings between the words and all those kind of things can really interrupt a flow of reading. There's a reason that novels don't have cross-references and footnotes for the most part. So you can see chapter 9, there are the different quotes. Then chapter 10, all of the citations. And then chapter 11, there are the quotes from 1 Samuel, from Jeremiah, from Isaiah. So that's a great tool to remind the reader as they're reading, especially through Romans 9 through 11, hey, this is Paul building on a number of Old Testament passages and skillfully weaving them together to build his argument that spans chapters 9 through 11. That actually spans the whole book of Romans, but in particular that section. Or let's look at an Old Testament example. One of my favorite Psalms to preach on is Psalm 22. And Psalm 22, if you don't know off the top of your head, is the one that begins with, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's Jesus' cry from the cross. So right at the beginning of Psalm 22, there's a note from Matthew and Mark where Jesus quotes this psalm title. And then throughout the psalm, you can see the passages in the New Testament that reference or build off of what's going on in this psalm. And they're marked out right there on the side of the page. Hebrews, 2 Corinthians, John, Luke, Mark, John, Philippians 2. And the Psalms are quoted so frequently in the New Testament. So a lot of the book of Psalms look like this in terms of page layout. So this is a really cool tool. I think it's neat. I like the concept of it. I'm not a fan of the New King James Version. If you want to know why, see Gordon Fee and Doug Stewart's book, How to Read the Bible for All It's Worth, for a discussion of that and the Passion Translation. Really avoid the Passion Translation. And if you want to know why, check out Mike Winger's YouTube channel for a whole series on the Passion Translation and all the shadiness that goes on with that. But other than it being the New King James Version, which the New King James isn't horrendous, it's just, if you're going to pick a translation, it would be my last choice among the reputable translations out there. This is a really good reader's Bible. I liked it. Love the layout. I love the fact that it's different colors for the verses so you can see them visually. You know, when we read things on a page, it sticks in our brain sometimes. I remember certain Bible passages by where they are on the page in my primary study Bible that I preach and teach from sometimes. So just the visual references are helpful. The fact that this gets people looking at the connections between the Testaments and seeing how the Bible, despite being 66 books by 40 different authors over 1,500 years on 3 different continents and 3 different languages, really does tell one holistic, unified story in all of its disparate parts. This is a great tool to help people see that. I really do appreciate this. So would I recommend it? Yes. I wouldn't make it your primary study Bible, but this would be a good Bible to take to church. This would be a good Bible to do your devotional reading from. This would even be a good Bible to have while you're using your other study Bibles that have all of the commentary, the notes, the background, all that other stuff that you want in a good study Bible. This would be a good one to have maybe sitting on the shelf and open to whatever passage you're looking at, just so you can see, hey, there's something in the Old Testament here, or there's something in the New Testament here that relates these passages together. So I just want to give you guys a heads up about this one. I'm actually going to give away this copy. Again, I picked this up at a used bookstore, so there's some highlighting in it. The previous owner even wrote a little note about the Romans road and stuck a devotional in the back. So literally, this has been used before, but I'm going to give this away to a subscriber. So if you would like to win this, all you have to do is leave a comment in the comment section below on this video telling me which of all of the Bible review videos we've done here at Disciple Dojo you found the most helpful and why. That's it. If you do that and you're a subscriber, then you are automatically entered in to win this Bible, and the winner will be announced in 2 weeks. There you go. So that's it for now. Again, this was a short, quick, just wanted to give a heads up, not a full in-depth review. Thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed to Disciple Dojo's channel, really appreciate it if you would. It helps us grow this ministry. It helps us do more things like this video, as well as our different outreaches that we have going on. If you want to know more about what Disciple Dojo is, other than just this YouTube channel, click on this link right here. Check out our webpage. We have a ton of video, audio, and written resources available for you. We also have a really cool outreach called Refugee Jitsu that you might be interested to know about. All that information is at the top of the page over at discipledojo.org. All right, everyone, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.